Ladies and gentlemen, let me talk to you for a moment about a journey that every one of us takes at some point in life. A journey not with a crowd, not even with a companion, but with the person staring back at you in the mirror. This isn't about loneliness, it's about finding joy in your own company. It's about discovering that being alone doesn't mean you're incomplete, it means you're whole. Now, let me tell you something that's as true as the sunrise. Happiness starts within, not out there, not in another person, not in a title, a job, or a bank account. It starts here in your heart, in your mind, in your soul. And when you embrace that, when you truly believe that, you become unstoppable. First, you have to embrace solitude. Don't run from it, don't fear it. Sit with it. Learn from it. Solitude is not your enemy, it's your teacher. It will show you who you are when no one's watching. And what you find might surprise you, it might even amaze you. Next, you've got to invest in yourself. Read that book you've been putting off. Pick up that guitar that's collecting dust in the corner. Learn to cook, to paint, to write, to dance. Because when you pour energy into yourself, you're not just filling time, you're planting seeds. And one day, those seeds will grow into something beautiful, something you can be proud of. And listen closely, because this one's important. Celebrate the small wins. Woke up early and watched the sunrise? That's a win. Finished a project you've been working on? Another win. Cooked a meal just for yourself? That's a win too. Don't wait for the big moments to feel joy. The little moments, they're the ones that make life rich. Let me tell you what happens when you learn to be happy alone. You walk into a room, and you don't need anyone's approval. You don't need their validation, because you've already given it to yourself. You don't settle for less than you deserve, because you've seen what you can accomplish on your own. And when someone does walk into your life, they're not filling a void, they're adding to the masterpiece you've already created. So if you ever find yourself alone, don't see it as a burden. See it as an opportunity to grow, to learn, to love yourself in ways you never thought possible. Happiness isn't about who's around you, it's about what's inside you. And when you find that happiness within, no one, and I mean no one, can take it away. The road to being happy alone isn't always easy, but it's worth it. So stand tall, walk boldly, and don't ever be afraid to stand alone. Because when you do, you realize you've never really been alone at all. Happiness begins within. True happiness doesn't come from external sources, but starts from within you, your heart, mind, and soul. Embrace solitude. Solitude is not a punishment, but an opportunity to discover who you are and grow as a person. Invest in yourself. Use your time alone to learn, grow, and develop new skills or hobbies that bring joy and fulfillment. Celebrate small wins. Recognize and appreciate the little moments and achievements in your day-to-day life. Find independence and confidence. Being happy alone empowers you to seek validation from within and value your own worth. See solitude as an opportunity. Time alone is a chance to grow, reflect, and build a life you love without relying on others to complete you. Happiness begins within. This is a simple truth, yet it's one that many overlook in the hustle and bustle of daily life. We are often taught to seek happiness in external achievements, relationships, or material possessions. The idea that a bigger house, a higher salary, or a romantic partner will complete us is so deeply ingrained that we forget to look inward. But the reality is that happiness isn't found out there, it's something you cultivate within yourself. To understand this, we must first recognize that external circumstances are fleeting. The new car loses its shine, the job promotion becomes routine, and even the most cherished relationships can face challenges. These things can bring joy, yes, but only temporarily. Lasting happiness comes not from what we have, but from how we perceive and interact with the world. It's a mindset, a state of being, and it starts with self-awareness. Self-awareness is the foundation of inner happiness. It's about understanding who you are, what you value, and what brings you joy. Too often, people chase goals that aren't truly theirs, goals imposed by society, family, or peers. They climb ladders leaning against walls they didn't choose, only to find themselves unfulfilled at the top. But when you take the time to look inward, to really know yourself, you can align your actions with your values. And that alignment, that's where happiness begins. Cultivating happiness within also means practicing self-compassion. We are often our harshest critics, quick to judge ourselves for mistakes or perceived shortcomings. But happiness cannot thrive in a mind that's constantly tearing itself down. Instead, we must learn to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding as we would a close friend. This doesn't mean ignoring our flaws, but acknowledging them without letting them define us. It's about recognizing that we are all works in progress, and that's perfectly okay. Another essential aspect of internal happiness is gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking in your life to what's already present. It's a practice of acknowledging the good, however small, and finding joy in the ordinary. A warm cup of coffee in the morning, the laughter of a stranger, the way sunlight filters through the trees, these are the moments that make life rich. When you train your mind to notice and appreciate these things, you create a wellspring of joy that isn't dependent on external achievements or circumstances. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in this process. In a world that's always pulling us in different directions, mindfulness anchors us to the present. It's about being fully engaged in the moment, whether you're working, walking, or simply breathing. When you're mindful, you're not worrying about the past or the future, you're fully alive in the now. And in that space, you can find peace and contentment. It's also important to cultivate a sense of purpose. Purpose doesn't have to mean a grand mission or lifelong goal. It can be as simple as doing something that feels meaningful to you. Whether it's helping a neighbor, creating art, or simply showing up as your best self each day, purpose gives your life direction. And when your actions align with your sense of purpose, you experience a deeper kind of happiness, one that external rewards can't replicate. Finally, building happiness within requires a commitment to growth. Life is full of challenges, and no one is immune to hardship. But these moments of struggle are also opportunities to learn and grow. When you view challenges as stepping stones rather than roadblocks, you develop resilience. And resilience is a key ingredient in lasting happiness. It allows you to navigate life's ups and downs with grace. Happiness begins within because it is rooted in how you see yourself, how you treat yourself, and how you engage with the world around you. It's not a destination to be reached, but a way of being that you can cultivate every day. When you embrace this truth, you unlock a joy that no external force can take away. Embracing solitude is a powerful step towards self-discovery and happiness. Many people associate being alone with loneliness, but the two are vastly different. Loneliness is the pain of feeling disconnected, while solitude is the joy of being with oneself. When you embrace solitude, you open the door to deeper understanding, personal growth, and a sense of peace that cannot be shaken by external circumstances. Solitude gives you the gift of time to reflect, to think, and to simply be. In our fast-paced world, where distractions are constant, we rarely have the chance to pause and tune into our inner selves. But when you're alone, you have the opportunity to step away from the noise and reconnect with who you are. You can ask yourself important questions. What do I truly want? What brings me joy? What do I need to let go of? These moments of introspection are not just valuable, they are essential for growth. Learning to be comfortable in your own company also builds self-reliance. When you embrace solitude, you discover that you don't need others to validate your worth or happiness. You begin to trust yourself, your instincts, and your decisions. This sense of independence is empowering. It allows you to navigate life with confidence because you know that no matter what happens, you are capable of standing on your own. Moreover, solitude encourages creativity and inspiration. Some of the greatest works of art, literature, and innovation were born out of moments spent alone. Without the distractions of others' opinions or societal expectations, your mind is free to wander, explore, and create. In solitude, you can dream without limits and imagine possibilities that might never occur in a crowded room. It is in these quiet moments that your true potential can emerge. Spending time alone also deepens your relationship with yourself. Just as you invest time and effort in getting to know others, you must do the same for yourself. Solitude allows you to explore your interests, passions, and even your quirks. You can experiment with new hobbies, revisit old ones, or simply enjoy the things you love without compromise. This self-exploration is not selfish, it's an act of self-care. The better you know and love yourself, the more you can show up authentically in your relationships with others. One of the most profound benefits of embracing solitude is the clarity it brings. When you're constantly surrounded by others, their opinions and energy can cloud your judgment. But when you're alone, the noise fades, and you can hear your inner voice. This clarity helps you make decisions that align with your values and goals rather than being swayed by external influences. Solitude becomes a space where you can recharge and reset, ready to face the world with a renewed sense of purpose. It's also worth noting that solitude strengthens emotional resilience. Life will inevitably bring challenges, and there will be times when you must face them alone. By embracing solitude, you practice being okay with being alone, even in difficult moments. You learn to sit with your emotions, process them, and find your own way through. This resilience is a cornerstone of inner strength and happiness. At first, embracing solitude might feel uncomfortable, especially if you're used to constant interaction. But discomfort is often the first step to growth. Over time, you'll come to see solitude not as something to endure, but as something to cherish. It's a time to recharge, to center yourself, and to cultivate a relationship with the most important person in your life, you. Solitude is not a void to be filled, but a space to be explored. It's where you find your strength, your creativity, and your true self. When you learn to embrace it, you transform it from something you fear into something you value deeply. It becomes a source of joy, peace, and endless possibility. Investing in yourself is one of the most transformative acts you can undertake, especially when learning to be happy alone. It is a commitment to growth, self-discovery, and the pursuit of fulfillment on your own terms. When you prioritize yourself, you're not just filling the empty spaces of solitude, you're building a foundation for a life that feels rich, meaningful, and uniquely yours. To invest in yourself, you must first recognize your intrinsic value. This isn't about arrogance or self-centeredness, it's about understanding that you are worthy of time, energy, and care. Many people pour their resources into others, neglecting their own needs and dreams in the process. But true happiness begins when you shift that focus inward and treat yourself as a priority. One way to invest in yourself is by pursuing education and personal development. This doesn't necessarily mean formal schooling, it's about feeding your mind and broadening your horizons. Read books that challenge your perspectives, take online courses, attend workshops, or simply explore topics that pique your curiosity. When you learn something new, you not only gain knowledge but also boost your confidence and sense of accomplishment. Each skill or insight you acquire becomes a tool in your arsenal, empowering you to navigate the world with greater ease and creativity. Hobbies are another powerful avenue for self-investment. These activities aren't just a way to pass the time, they are a way to nurture your passions and connect with your authentic self. Maybe you've always wanted to try painting, gardening, cooking, or playing a musical instrument. Now is the perfect time. The beauty of hobbies is that they are deeply personal. They don't require an audience or approval. They allow you to express yourself freely and experience joy for its own sake. Physical health is equally important in the journey of self-investment. Taking care of your body is not just about appearance, it's about feeling strong, energized, and capable. Regular exercise, nutritious eating, and sufficient rest are foundational to your well-being. When you make your physical health a priority, you're sending a message to yourself that you are worth the effort. And as your body grows stronger, so does your sense of self-worth. Equally vital is nurturing your mental and emotional health. This might involve practices like journaling, meditation, or therapy. These are tools that help you process your thoughts, manage stress, and cultivate a positive mindset. Emotional well-being isn't about avoiding difficulties, it's about equipping yourself to handle them with resilience and grace. By investing in your mental health, you create a sanctuary within yourself, a place of peace that you can return to no matter what life throws your way. Another key aspect of self-investment is setting goals and pursuing them with intention. Goals give your life direction and purpose, whether they're big, long-term dreams or small daily objectives. When you work towards something meaningful, you're not only building a better future for yourself, but also reinforcing your belief in your capabilities. Achieving a goal, no matter how small, is a reminder that you are capable of growth and success. Self-investment also involves cultivating your environment to support your happiness. This can mean decluttering your space, surrounding yourself with uplifting influences, or creating routines that bring structure and joy to your day. Your environment has a profound impact on your mindset, so shaping it with care is a meaningful way to nurture yourself. Lastly, investing in yourself means embracing self-compassion and celebrating your progress. Growth is not always linear, and setbacks are a natural part of the journey. When you treat yourself with patience and kindness, you create an environment where you can thrive. Celebrate the small victories and give yourself grace during challenges. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a testament to your commitment to yourself. When you invest in yourself, You're not just enhancing your skills or improving your circumstances, you're honoring your worth. This investment pays dividends that extend far beyond the moment, enriching every aspect of your life. It's a powerful act of self-love, and its rewards are boundless. Celebrating small wins is a transformative practice that cultivates happiness and gratitude in everyday life. Too often, we reserve our celebrations for big milestones, the promotion, the degree, the finished project, while overlooking the smaller achievements that pave the way to those moments. But happiness doesn't exist only in grand gestures or major accomplishments. It thrives in the quiet, everyday victories that we often take for granted. Learning to celebrate these small wins is an essential step in building a fulfilling and joyful life. Small wins are the building blocks of larger goals. Each tiny success, no matter how insignificant it might seem, represents progress. Think about a journey of 1,000 miles that's not completed in a single leap, but in countless small steps. Every step you take is a victory. Waking up early to start your day, completing a task you've been putting off, or even taking time to rest and recharge when you need it, these are all wins. They're proof that you're moving forward, that you're showing up for yourself, and that you're making an effort. Acknowledging these small wins reinforces positive behavior and builds momentum. When you recognize and celebrate your efforts, you're encouraging yourself to keep going. It's like giving yourself a pat on the back and saying, "You've got this." This positive reinforcement strengthens your confidence and motivates you to tackle the next challenge. Over time, this practice creates a cycle of progress and celebration that fuels your growth and happiness. Celebrating small wins is also a powerful antidote to perfectionism. Perfectionism often traps people in a mindset where nothing is ever good enough. Even significant achievements can feel overshadowed by what you didn't do or what could have been better. But when you focus on small wins, you shift your perspective. You begin to see value in effort and progress rather than fixating on unattainable perfection. This shift allows you to appreciate your journey and recognize that every step, no matter how small, matters. Moreover, small wins anchor you in the present moment. Life often feels like a race to the next big thing, another goal, another milestone, another success. This constant striving can make it easy to overlook the beauty and value of the present. Celebrating small wins invites you to pause, reflect, and appreciate what you've accomplished today, this week, or even this hour. It's a reminder that life is happening now, and that happiness isn't something to be postponed for the future. Another benefit of celebrating small wins is the sense of gratitude it fosters. When you take the time to acknowledge what's going well in your life, you naturally develop a mindset of thankfulness. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already present. It's not about ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It's about finding joy in what you have and what you're accomplishing, no matter how small. This gratitude creates a positive feedback loop, making it easier to notice and celebrate even more wins. Celebrating small wins also enhances resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, and challenges are inevitable. By recognizing your small victories, you remind yourself of your ability to overcome obstacles, even in difficult times. Each win, no matter how minor, is evidence of your strength and perseverance. This practice helps you maintain a sense of hope and optimism, even when the road ahead feels daunting. It's important to remember that celebrating small wins doesn't have to be elaborate or time-consuming. It could be as simple as pausing to take a deep breath and smile, treating yourself to a favorite snack, or writing down your accomplishment in a journal. The act of celebration is less about the scale of the gesture and more about the acknowledgement of your effort and progress. When you cultivate the habit of celebrating small wins, you train your mind to focus on the positive aspects of your life. You become more attuned to your achievements, no matter how modest, and you develop a deeper sense of satisfaction and pride. This practice transforms your perspective, making it easier to find joy and fulfillment in everyday moments. In celebrating the small, you build a foundation for a happier and more contented life. Finding independence and confidence is a cornerstone of being happy alone. It's about realizing that your value and happiness are not tied to external validation or the presence of others. Instead, they come from within, rooted in self-assurance and the knowledge that you are enough as you are. When you cultivate independence and confidence, you unlock the ability to navigate life with resilience, strength, and a sense of fulfillment that doesn't rely on anyone else. Independence begins with understanding that you are capable of meeting your own needs. It doesn't mean rejecting help or isolating yourself, but rather knowing that you can stand on your own. This self-reliance is empowering. It frees you from the fear of being alone because you trust yourself to handle challenges and make decisions. Whether it's managing your finances, solving problems, or pursuing personal goals, each step you take independently reinforces your confidence and strengthens your belief in your abilities. Building confidence starts with self-acceptance. Confidence isn't about being perfect or having all the answers, it's about embracing who you are, flaws and all. Too often, people seek approval from others to feel worthy. They look for validation in relationships, work, or social circles. But true confidence comes from within. It's the quiet assurance that you are valuable and capable, regardless of others' opinions. This inner confidence allows you to stand tall, even when faced with criticism or doubt. Developing independence and confidence also involves stepping out of your comfort zone. Growth rarely happens when you stay in familiar, safe spaces. It's the challenges you face and overcome that build your strength. Trying new things, whether it's learning a skill, traveling alone, or speaking up in a group, helps you discover your capabilities. Each success, no matter how small, becomes a building block for your confidence. Even setbacks become opportunities to learn and grow, teaching you that failure isn't the end, it's a step toward success. Another critical aspect of finding independence is setting boundaries. Confidence comes from knowing and respecting your own limits. It's about saying no to things that don't serve you and yes to things that align with your values and goals. Boundaries are a declaration of self-respect. They show that you value your time, energy, and well-being. When you establish and uphold boundaries, you reinforce your sense of independence and demonstrate that you are in control of your life. Self-care is also a fundamental part of this journey. Taking care of yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally is an act of independence. It's a way of saying, I am responsible for my happiness and well-being. When you prioritize self-care, you build a strong foundation that supports your confidence. You begin to see yourself as someone worth investing in, and that perspective transforms how you approach life. Independence and confidence are also about embracing your unique path. Society often pressures people to follow specific timelines or expectations, graduate by a certain age, settle down, or achieve career milestones. But true independence means charting your own course, regardless of what others think. It's about listening to your inner voice and pursuing what feels right for you. This authenticity is the essence of confidence that comes from knowing that you're living a life true to yourself, not dictated by others. Another important element is celebrating your individuality. You are a one-of-a-kind person with unique talents, experiences, and perspectives. Embracing what makes you different allows you to stand out confidently in any situation. When you stop comparing yourself to others and start valuing your uniqueness, you gain a sense of independence that no one can take away. Lastly, independence and confidence flourish when you learn to enjoy your own company. Spending time alone can be incredibly fulfilling when you approach it with curiosity and openness. It's a chance to reflect, recharge, and reconnect with your passions and interests. When you're comfortable being alone, you discover that your happiness isn't contingent on external factors. You realize that you are your own greatest source of joy. In the end, independence and confidence empower you to live life on your terms. They free you from the need for external validation and enable you to find happiness and contentment within yourself. By cultivating these qualities, you create a strong, unshakable foundation for a life that is fulfilling, meaningful, and uniquely yours. Seeing solitude as an opportunity is a powerful shift in perspective that can transform the way you experience life. Many people view being alone as something to avoid, associating it with loneliness or boredom. However, solitude is not a void to be feared, but a canvas for growth, creativity, and self-discovery. When you embrace it, you unlock the potential for profound transformation and a deeper connection with yourself. One of the greatest opportunities solitude offers is the chance for self-reflection. In the quiet moments of being alone, you can turn inward and truly understand yourself. You can ask questions that often go unanswered in the busyness of daily life. What are my dreams? What are my fears? What brings me joy? Solitude gives you the space to explore your thoughts and feelings without outside influences. It allows you to gain clarity about your values and priorities, helping you make decisions that align with who you are. Solitude is also an opportunity to rest and recharge. In a world that constantly demands your attention, being alone provides a rare chance to slow down. It's a time to breathe deeply, relax, and let go of the pressures of social interactions. Whether it's enjoying a quiet morning with a cup of coffee, Taking a long walk in nature, or simply sitting in stillness, solitude can be a source of peace and renewal. This rest isn't just physical, it's emotional and mental. It replenishes your energy and prepares you to face life's challenges with a clear and focused mind. Another gift of solitude is the freedom it provides. When you're alone, there are no expectations to meet, no roles to play, and no judgments to fear. You have the liberty to be exactly who you are. This freedom allows you to experiment, take risks, and explore new interests. It's in solitude that many people discover hidden talents, develop hobbies, or pursue passions they might not have otherwise considered. Whether it's painting, writing, gardening, or learning a musical instrument, these moments of creative exploration can be deeply fulfilling. Solitude also enhances your ability to be mindful. Without the distractions of conversations or external stimuli, you can fully immerse yourself in the present moment. You notice the details that often go overlooked: the sound of the wind, the colors of a sunset, the rhythm of your breath. This mindfulness not only deepens your appreciation for life's simple pleasures, but also cultivates a sense of gratitude and contentment. When you're alone, you're free to experience the world without filters or interruptions, allowing you to connect with it in a more meaningful way. Moreover, solitude is an opportunity to strengthen your relationship with yourself. Just as you invest time in getting to know others, you must do the same for yourself. Solitude is a time to nurture self-love and self-compassion. It's a chance to celebrate your accomplishments, forgive your mistakes, and honor your journey. When you learn to enjoy your own company, you develop a sense of wholeness that doesn't rely on external validation. This self-sufficiency is empowering. It reminds you that you are enough just as you are. Solitude can also be a time for planning and goal setting. In the quiet, you can think clearly about where you want to go and what you want to achieve. Without distractions, you can map out steps toward your dreams and identify the resources and skills you'll need. This focused time is invaluable for personal growth and success. It's in these moments of solitude that you can turn aspirations into actionable plans. Lastly, solitude provides an opportunity to cultivate inner strength. Life will inevitably bring challenges, and there will be times when you must face them alone. By embracing solitude, you practice being okay with yourself even in difficult times. You learn to rely on your own wisdom and resilience, building a sense of inner fortitude that carries you through life's ups and downs. When you see solitude as an opportunity, it transforms from something to avoid into something to cherish. It becomes a source of growth, inspiration, and renewal, a time to connect with yourself and the world in ways that are often missed in the presence of others. By embracing solitude, you discover that being alone is not a limitation but a gift, rich with possibilities for a deeper, more fulfilling life. Happiness alone comes from within. Embracing solitude, investing in yourself, celebrating small wins, and finding independence. By seeing solitude as a gift, you unlock growth, confidence, and self-love. True joy lies in realizing you are enough and creating a fulfilling life on your terms.